Hi, it's your Star Goddess. Okay, so I'm going to talk to y'all today about manifesting with love. Now, I know I've been talking a lot about dark energy, dark matter, manifesting with dark matter, but I'm going to switch it up. Okay, so I'm going to start talking about manifesting with love because it's an alternative to actually manifesting with dark energy. It's very powerful as well because as humans, we are driven by love the most. So, whatever we're passionate about, whatever we're driven by the most, whatever most is important to us, will push our manifestations even faster. So, if you're like, if you're new to this path and you haven't gotten to the point where, you understand all this dark energy and manifesting and stuff like that, manifest with love because love is a very high frequency. Everybody knows how to love, at least, a little bit. So if you want something, manifest it with the love for wanting it. Like, for example, some people love technology. Some people love cars. They have a passion for it. Their their love for material, their love for knowledge, their love for spiritual things attracts it to them even more because it's such a high vibrational frequency. Okay. And if you work with love, you have to actually be able to feel it. You have to be able to feel the love for what you want and what you desire. So, for example, if I really wanted a new, let's say I wanted a new phone, like an upgraded model of my phone, and I want to manifest this. So I would have to like really get to know that new model of the phone. I would have to do my research on it. I would have to watch videos on it. I would have to fall in love with this phone. Literally. I would have to want this phone so much. I would have to like be turned on by this phone. Okay. I know it sounds silly, but the higher you're vibrating the frequency about this damn phone, the faster it's going to come to you. Okay, so it might seem like a bit of an obsession at first. It might seem like a crazy, thing, but you're actually simply raising the vibration of your frequency with this phone's frequency. So it's going to come to you faster in some way. There'll be an opportunity to get one for free, to transfer your old, trade in your old phone. Something's going to come up to help you, okay, even faster than it would have. And for example, like if you got to have an obsession with money. If you want more money, you have to learn about money, how it works. You have to just, be reading financial things. You have to, you have to fall in love with money can do for you, and this and that, and that's going to raise the frequency about how you feel about money. Some people feel negative when they think about money. They feel like, oh my God, they feel anxiety, like they never have enough. So you got to feel the feeling of love for anything that you want, if you want it to come faster. So when you can fall in love with material things, and that's the truth. There are people that value material things over people. And a lot of people say, oh, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. Da, 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 da. Of course, it's morally wrong, but it's not impossible, is what I'm saying. So in order to manifest, you got to fall in love with what you want. Okay. And if you've ever been in love before, or if you love someone or in love right now, you know that all sensibility and logic go out of the window when it comes to love. And you don't care. You'll make excuses for this person. You will bend over backwards for this person. You will do whatever it takes. And once you have that attitude towards, what you're manifesting, then it's going to come to you a lot faster. Sorry, y'all. My air conditioner came on, my door closed. But yes, so it's going to come a lot faster. This is why the most popular spells and the most spells that turn out good and work are love spells and money spells, because people value these two things the most, and they put more effort into it. They feel highly about these two things, you know. If world peace, I'm just being honest, y'all. If world peace was really the goal of humanity, we would have it by now. If I think about this, if world, I'm going to repeat it. If world peace was truly what humanity valued and loved, we would have it by now. Humanity does not value that. They value objects, money, affection, love. They value things that they can touch and feel. Why? Because that is part of our human experience on this planet, to experience this physical world. Okay? I was watching a video recently, and it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he was saying, you know what? We went to the moon. It only took us 15 years to get to the moon. If we really wanted to solve world hunger, it would take less than 15 years. He said, but we would have to really want to. He says, you know, we have if everyone was on the same thought, we could have it solved by now. Which basically means no one's thinking about world hunger. No one's thinking about world peace. What are they thinking about? So you have to take this into consideration. A lot of people claim to be good and greater good and love and light, this, and that. But if there were that many people in the world who thought like that, we would have peace by now. But the simple fact is that under all of that, we are very selfish people. We have a love for material items. We have a love for lust. We have a love for ourselves and the people that are around us. We only care about this small circle. So it's not a bad thing, you know, that's human nature. If you take this feeling and manifest with it, if you take your passion and manifest with it, if you take the amount of love you have for someone and manifest your life with them, it's going to happen, because that's where your thoughts are. That's where your energy is. That's what you care about. Okay? Just like a mother has love for her child, she will die for that child. She will kill for that child. She will break every law for that child because of her love for that child. That's a very, very, very powerful frequency. So when you use it, it doesn't matter what you use it for. Good or bad. Love can be used for good or bad things too, y'all. So remember that, like, if you're a darker witch and you work with darker magics, or you know, dark energy like I do, and you understand this concept, if you combine love and dark energy and manifest them together, there's no stopping you. There's no stopping you. And a lot of people will say, well, why aren't you rich? Why don't you have all this? Why don't you have a yacht? Why don't you have a penthouse? And why aren't you just a millionaire? I will tell you one thing. I have everything that I could ever want. I have more than enough that I could ever even want. I have so much stuff, I need to give stuff away. Okay? Right now, my focus is on my kids. My love for my kids, to provide them with a good future. That's what I'm focused on. I can't focus on, you know, all this and that, because my passion isn't there. My passion is not a yacht. Like, you know, my kids got to go to school. They want a normal life. What would I do on a yacht with my kids? You know, it just doesn't fit right now. Like, if I didn't have any kids, hell yeah. But so, like, what I want is to provide them with a nurturing environment, give them everything that they need and want. You know, I just want to be able to move about without being harassed and stuff like that. Just like, you know, most people, they don't, a lot of people who are famous, they probably regret being famous because they can't go anywhere by themselves. A lot of people, you know, would rather just be rich and have money than be famous, you know, because, you know, you can still walk through the store without people harassing you. But, like, I'm not saying this to say that I could have all of that. I'm just saying this, that some people don't want that. Some people, as long as they have enough, they're happy. Like, they have a, they had some type of research, and they said people are happy when they make a certain amount of money a year, or their family income is this certain amount. After that, they're happy. Anything above or below that either brings more problems. But when they're at this certain level and they have to, you know, you can just go out and do whatever you want, they're happy. And they don't like really wish for more. You know, if it comes, if that's their dream, if that's their passion, if that's their goal, yeah, it's gonna come. But if they're happy with whatever they have now, you know, it's a win-win. You know, you ever heard that song, More Money, More Problems? Okay, for instance, let's just say, oh, I want to be a multimillionaire. Okay, so if I was a multimillionaire, I would have problems. Why? Because I have too many choices. I have too many options. You know, my family would be broken up because, you know, money brings out of you certain things, like a certain amount of money, ridiculous amounts of money brings certain things out of you, you know. And this is why a lot of like alchemists and famous people kind of leave the spotlight, go away when they get older to regroup, because that mentality that they have with all that money and all that fame is unrealistic spiritually. Okay. The tarot card, the Hermit, is a prime example of self-reflection, spiritual searching and awareness. You can have all that stuff in the world. You can have $1 million. But sooner or later, you're going to want something deeper, you know, and you're going to, you know, go on a spiritual quest. I mean, like, look at Jim Carrey. Look at Keanu Reeves. He gives all his money away. He just, like, he rides the subway because it means nothing to him. He's happy. He has more than enough money. And he's a millionaire many times over. But he's more of a spiritual person. So it doesn't matter. So what I'm saying is, if I had $1 million, the only difference you would see would be a better camera, some better furniture, and my hair would probably be done. And that's about it. Because I really don't get too much into like fancy clothes and fancy jewelry and stuff like that. I really don't get into it. So all you would do is have an upgraded version of me. And I would probably have, like, you know, more, let's say, I would probably have better features in my house, upgrade them, but that's it. Like, I like the house that I live in. Okay. Only other house that I would ever want to move in is Neverland Valley Ranch that Michael Jackson used to own, and I would have to make so much money to go and buy it. Because when you're that rich, you start making crazy decisions. Especially if you haven't had money before, you know. Anyways, I'm just rambling. But yes, you get my drift when I talk about, you know, when you have passion for something, it's going to happen for you faster. When you love something, it's going to happen for you faster. And if you want to combine dark energy with loving energy, you're going to get a very good result. So I'm going to do more videos on this, love, and how to work with both of them, or you know, just because there's some people who are, you know, more attracted to the love. So thumbs up if you like my video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.